Well, I didn't like the original Chrono Trigger, so...
He suffered through it, so we must as well.
Alright. You know what? I can do it for you, buddy. I'll be there for you, baby.
Well, it's not that I didn't like Chrono Trigger, it's just I have zero nostalgia for it, and I could never finish it myself.
We should talk about this when we're in the episode.
Well, I mean, we are recording right now, so
I know,
you can
Fenn's
cold open it
here.
if you want.
Yeah, you could just, put this audio over stuff. Just have it there. I'm gonna be in, it's fine. This van is very important to me, okay?
Do you also have the golden one? Yeah,
Well, yeah.
you do.
I mean, I can change it.
No, it's fine. I don't care. Uh-oh. I should unplug my guitar.
Can I, save this and go play with you guys?
If you stop,
yeah.
it will save where you are.
Wait, why can I not change my gun?
Because you can only have this one.
Okay, so I can only have the good one.
Yes. Which means that Fen will also have the good one.
What? I hate this. Don't mess with Squirty. Squirty Puff Jr., the Sudsbringer. Hey, I'm not gold. Although
you're not
this
gold.
is definitely not my Sudsbringer.
I'm just cleaning your dick, man.
Always wash your dick.
Nah, there's no cleaning that, boys.
Alright.
We'll just high pressure laser it off then.
Well, maybe if you got in there real close, a really good tool with your mouth.
Here,
get some tongue in there.
Welcome back to Character Select. Dave Tyler Fenoxo, back for more PowerWash Simulator.
Whee! I'm flying.
Hey, guess where we are, Fen?
Wait. The garage for my van that I was working on in the starter level.
No, incorrect. We have to clean the truck and the motorcycle from Final Fantasy VII, the remake.
But not the Shelby Mustang. I mean, nondescript, legally distinct yield sports car.
I can't believe it's not that Eleanor car from Gone in 60 Seconds that one lady keeps suing everybody over.
Oh, it's not that car. It's too wide. Clearly.
Please sue us, lady.
But yes, I've gone through and done all the DLC for everything.
Even the Tom Raider?
Even the Tom Raider, which was kind of a pain.
It's a big building.
There's a lot of big... Oh my god. Oh.
So many dings all at once.
But yeah, the stuff that you clean in this DLC is actually pretty cool. So... and honestly, doing the DLC didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Maybe a couple hours. So...
Right.
There's some fiddly parts in these, though, I'll tell you what.
I bet.
Alright, first things first, I'm going to go to options, and then I'm going to go to audio, and I'm just going to turn things down, because we've all got the best cleaners, and they're loud as shit. Oh, boy.
All you lads are doing it all wrong.
What?
You gotta stand further away so you can get a good look at where all the grime is instead of getting up close.
Oh,
blind from it.
Trust me, it does not matter.
If you don't get up close, how are you gonna lick all the stuff out of the crevices?
He's got a point.
I don't know. You tell me, Mr. Gross.
I just told you. You got to get up close to lick all the dirt out of the crevices.
You know what? If there's one thing I can approve, it's getting up close to lick all the crevices.
Cat, no, you were just outside for 45 minutes.
What else do we have to clean on this thing? Anything?
Now, let me use some soap.
The front forks need to be cleaned.
Your forks need to be cleaned.
How do I put more soap on here?
You have to select the type of soap.
I think that's everything on the bike.
Oh, there it is. Metal cleaner.
Nope, front fork brace. Front fork brace.
Alright.
I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is.
Hope you didn't want any money today.
Oh, everything is provided for us on these DLC options.
God, freaking...
Where are you, front fork brace? That thing.
No, Fenn's already started on the other thing.
Good job, Fen. There we go.
Whee!
I'm just getting it ready for you guys.
Gotta get it clean.
Did we get the bike totally done?
Huh?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, I have infinite metal cleaner? This is OP.
Yeah, we have infinite soap on all of this.
On the DLC stuff, yeah.
On the DLC, yes.
Jim, can we have some Mick Gordon?
What? You mean like...
Because we're metal cleaners.
I'd rather have some rainbow in the dark.
Why do you have
honestly.
the longest fucking extension on your goddamn cleaner?
Because why not?
Did you miss the bit I was doing where I was standing like 30 feet back with the detail nozzle?
I saw you doing it.
Jesus.
We work hard here on Character Select.
We definitely do things here on Character Select. It's been a few weeks since we've actually played this.
It's been a hot second. The world is such a different place now.
It's true. But we're not going to mention why, are we?
Well, I will. My oven's coming tomorrow.
I thought
Sonara got her
your
birthday
oven has
present
been
today.
coming for fucking, like, 6 weeks.
9 months.
It was coming Tuesday, like 3 weeks ago.
Well, it had shipped from the production company to the shipping company several weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Now it's shipping to me tomorrow.
Is somebody installing it for you, too?
No.
Oh. That's the thing that's going to happen, then.
It's not that hard to install.
Yeah, I'd still rather have somebody do it professionally, personally, but that's me. I'm also very lazy, but at the same time, yesterday I did in fact actually do some plumbing.
Wow.
And it was pretty easy, except for the parts that sucked. And oh god,
me too.
Oh god, my everything hurts.
Except for the stuff that you ruin forever.
Dave and I were laying pipe together. It was great. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it turns out...
There's that secret orgy we had that we said we wouldn't talk about on the show at all.
Dude!
Ixnay on the orgie, or e-orgay.
I'm not talking about any orgy. I'm just talking about the conversation we had about an orgy.
Yeah, that's what we didn't want people to know about.
It's a very different... Oh.
God damn it.
We're missing the bike rear wheel axle.
I was told the bike was done.
I was told that... I don't know, maybe it's done or not. Freaking... Hauler door handles.
Okay.
Hauler bumper.
License plates.
Hauler headlights. License plates. Rear wheel mount.
Oh, got the bumper. Okay.
The bike is done.
I still say that this whole sequence in the original Final Fantasy VII was one of the best. Like, just the whole running away, doing the mini game, all that stuff, so good. So flip-flopping good.
Rear wheel mount.
Done.
Ooh.
Alright, time for weird camera angles. Would you stop? Bing. Alright. After hearing my assessment of your work, Heidegger, Director of Public Security, insisted on contracting you for his own division. While he does have a tendency to come off as rough around the edges, I assure you it's a byproduct of his passion and military background. That said, his style does not mesh with everyone, so if it doesn't mesh with yours, tread lightly.
I'm gonna have butter tea, or whatever it was he had in the remake.
That was...
That sounds delicious.
It's like some traditional, like, Tibetan thing where they put, like, yak butter in their tea.
It's pretty fucking
I feel
gross.
like anything with butter added to it is just automatically better.
Yeah, I made some hot buttered rum stuff, which I still have some left.
Were we supposed to be leaving this mission? Okay, there we go. I was just walking around spraying everyone. No one was moving.
I was hesitating just long enough so people could read it if they wanted to. Also, before you start cleaning, look up at the tail.
Hold on, I gotta look up at the crotch.
And the head. The head,
crotchoid region.
The head also moves. So, the story behind this is that Hojo said that his biological creatures would be better than Heidegger's machines. So Heidegger had him kill a bunch of bugs. And now we gotta clean the Scorpion Sentinel.
Scorpion.
Good old Scorpions.
At any point, did Hojo try to have the robot engage in bestiality experiments?
I hope.
I mean, it's Hojo. Absolutely.
Actually, that's a good point.
It's very on brand for him.
Didn't he want Aerith to fuck Red 13 or whatever?
Only in the original.
I was ranting about that the other night.
I think that was due to a bad translation.
No, it seemed pretty clear that he wanted a sample that would live longer.
He wanted them to breed.
And Red 13's race lives long, apparently.
Well,
and prospers. Not really.
If there's one thing that we can say, it's that Hojo's kind of a fucked up individual.
I don't think there's anyone in the game that isn't kind of fucked up in their own way.
I don't know, President Shinra was only an evil bastard. At least he was just in it for the money. Everybody else was in it for some crazy-ass shit. Hell, even Rufus was like, I'm gonna do this through fear because I'm an asshole.
I mean, Rufus was just straight up more evil than his dad.
Yeah. How did you even learn to be this evil? I learned it from watching you.
He was like cartoon Saturday morning cartoon villain evil. It's like, yes, I am evil. Why? Because!
That's all I know. That's what I was taught.
That's all you're getting, motherfucker.
So...
The villain doesn't get any backstory. He's supposed to say, I'll get you next time, and then disappear without ever having any closure.
And then when villains started getting more complicated, people were like, this Final Fantasy game thought. It's like, shut up.
Can't we just go back to the old days of our villains just being psychopathic, silver-haired weirdos with mom issues?
Oh, so you mean Kuja from 9?
There you go.
Literally any Final Fantasy villain or anime villain.
Kuja had daddy issues, though. Close enough.
Sephiroth had mommy issues, so I mean, it's all Freudian in the end.
Oh, man. Good old Freud.
He always knew everything,
no,
except not really.
That was a man that knew how to enjoy a cigar, if you know what I'm saying.
I believe your desire
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I believe your desire to smoke cigars is related to your desire to fuck your mother. I'm sorry,
right.
have sex with your mother.
Eh.
Hey, who's moving that arm?
Me.
Yeah, you can totally move the arms.
But why?
You hover your mouse over it and hit F, and they go like, meh.
I don't think they do that in, like, the base game. Like, there's no interaction options in the base game.
There's no moving parts in the base game.
Which is a shame. Except for, like, the goat and the merry-go-round and stuff.
For a second, I thought you guys were talking about Final Fantasy VII as the base game and not PowerWash Simulator.
There's no moving parts in Final Fantasy VII. It's all just
that thing's
static
stomping
polygons.
Around.
How dare you, Dave?
God, I really liked Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I still have to finish it. I'm getting there, though.
I understand you didn't, Tyler, but
No,
you don't like Final
I
Fantasy
didn't play it.
I bounced off pretty hard the first time I tried to play it.
It definitely
there
takes
was-
some getting used to. I will admit that.
Well, you have to give
It's-
a rat's ass about the characters, for one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It felt very modern Squaresoft at times in a way that
Yeah.
actively repelled me.
I don't even
It was very,
understand what that means.
almost like formulaic.
I mean, they're rehashing a story that they came up with literally 20, 30 years ago. Of course it's going to seem
Yeah,
formulaic.
but then it just feels like, well, at least from the playthrough I watched, it just feels just kind of like, yeah, this is just another Squaresoft game.
Let's just pad out this segment by having like a secret underground lab full of aliens.
I
Just
don't know.
randomly.
Or like all these like training segments that we got to do, or
I don't know. I didn't feel like any of that at all when I was playing. Like, I was so into playing it, it was just like... The one time I was upset with the game was fucking Hell House. That shit was redonkulous.
Robot House.
But, like, their dedication to taking a completely ridiculous story and playing it so fucking straight, it really impressed me. I liked it. But I could also understand
like
why people
Resident
would
Evil 4, which I know you're not done with yet,
barely started.
but
I also barely started, but it was long enough I couldn't refund.
well,
Womp womp.
the original Resident Evil 4 was absolutely 100% completely bonkers
Oh yeah.
all the way through.
Oh yeah.
It's like the campiest, most insane
B-movie
story.
shit. Yeah.
And then in the remake, they've somehow taken that and have somehow grounded it.
So
while it's still ridiculous, it's plausibly
it
ridiculous.
feels like a proper horror movie instead of a campy horror movie.
Right.
And then Leon says, "Where's everybody going? Bingo?" And you're like,
I mean, they had to keep that in for fan
"Oh,
service.
I'm aware." But at the same time, you're sitting there going, "You know what? I can kind of sense his frustration with what the fuck just happened."
Right.
Oh man, I absolutely hated that sequence so much.
Oh god, yeah.
That I think really solidified a lot of what I hate about Resident Evil in the last however many decades.
Which is,
You don't know what you're supposed to do. You never know if you're supposed to run away, if you're supposed to shoot the enemy, or if the enemy is just mysteriously invulnerable and you have to interact with the gribble before you can hurt it, or if you have to find the specific gribble for that area that lets the encounter end, or if you just have to survive long enough for it to arbitrarily tell you it's over.
Yeah,
You
they
just
like
don't
doing
know.
that. They do love doing that.
Man,
They did that in 8 a lot.
I liked when it was just like, hey, here's some zombies. They suck. They're dangerous. They'll fuck you up. And you
Also,
find
here's
ways
like
to
a
kill 'em.
spider, a giant
And then
spider,
there's
and the
some-
snake.
There's some new kinds of zombies. Yeah, like there's stuff, but it's always like you can kill it.
see, I find myself not necessarily disagreeing with you, but also feeling like that's a good element of horror in that you don't know what to do the first
Yeah.
time.
As like a horror game, I get the desire for that, but I guess I liked it more for the survival than the horror.
Well, yeah.
I'm a survival gamer.
You should play Disaster Report. If you can find Disaster Report.
But I already have to play more of Sons of the Forest. I have to finish Final Fantasy Remake.
Well, look, don't talk to
Gotta
me about
finish.
having too many games.
I gotta
Ugh.
finish my
me.
like 15th Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough
Yep. Sure do.
and just sit there and enjoy all the way that the game
Ugh,
calls
excuse
Dexter
me.
Deshawn fat
Help.
over and over again.
Help.
You alright there, Tyler?
They do. They call him fat quite a bit, don't they?
Yeah, it's like
He even calls himself fat.
She's like, Dexter Deshawn in the flesh, more than ample hair. And then, like, after you meet with him, Jackie's immediately makes, like, a fat joke over the phone as well.
Well, you have to think, though, because, like, in that world, how cheap body sculpting is, being fat is a aesthetic choice.
Yeah.
It's actually, like, more like the old-timey being fat means you can afford to eat well.
Well, right.
Because the cheap food in Cyberpunk is just, like, awful.
It's dog food.
Yeah.
It's dog kibble.
Yeah.
At best.
No, it's literally called kibble.
Yep.
But don't worry.
At least in
it's got
Cyberpunk
all
Red.
the nutrition that you need. Probably.
Yeah,
more of a-
it's like like Soylent Green or whatever, where it's like this artificial paste of all the vitamins and minerals that you need, formed into little pellets and baked until they're crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer orgiatic! The ad that plays every time some kid's mom walks into the room.
If some kid was playing that game, first I'd have some questions about their parenting.
Hey, how old were you when you played your first M-rated game?
15?
I don't even remember what my first M-rated game was.
Yeah.
I was definitely already playing GTA games in my teen years.
Oh, sure, but, like, that's still not great parenting.
GTA was PS2, right?
You
GTA
can't
3?
blame video games for. Well, I mean, obviously you can because that's how people do. You can't blame video games for violence if you're the ones letting your kids play the video games.
Watch us. Too busy blaming the drag queens for that.
That's true.
And politics.
Somebody check the watch.
If you guess
Did you
23 minutes, you win the prize.
What is the prize?
Nothing.
More politics.
Oh no! It's like taking a leak when you're drinking. Once you break the seal,
Right.
you
You just can't
you
stop.
gotta keep
We're like
going.
eating Pringles.
Yeah, once you pop,
Wouldn't know about that.
Well, you don't like
Blowing
Pringles?
enormous
I don't
loads-
drink very
loads.
much.
Pringles
After the
is not
first
a
one,
drink,
yeah.
Dave.
Pringles is absolutely a drink. Are you fucking kidding me?
Anything's a drink if you're brave enough.
Exactly.
That is absolutely true, and we do not need to fact check that at all.
Oh.
Nor even question it whatsoever.
If you're not drinking your Pringles directly from the can, you're doing it wrong.
You're not living life, mister.
My God. It's like somebody saying, I heat up my Eggo waffles before I eat them. Of course you don't do that. You eat them frozen like a fucking barbarian, alright? That's the way it works.
You know what I do with my Eggo waffles on the rare occasion that I have them?
What's that?
I toast them and then I make them into peanut butter sandwiches.
That actually sounds pretty good. I just put some butter on there, slap some syrup on. Call it
I
good.
mean, that's the basic way to do it. Nothing wrong with that.
If I'm eating Eggo waffles, I'm absolutely in a basic food mood.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like that, Hot Pockets, Kraft Dinner.
Kraft Dinner is delicious, and you take that back.
What?
Kraft
I
Dinner's-
didn't say anything bad about Kraft Dinner.
Hey,
I literally said you were literally talking about just like basic foods.
Yeah, we're talking about kibble. It's basically the same thing.
Fine.
Now, what I understand is the true Canadian way to eat Kraft Dinner is to put ketchup on it.
Yes. You could also do it with Kraft mac and cheese, but it's not quite the same.
Kraft mac and cheese and Kraft Dinner are the same damn thing.
You'd think so.
I mean, that's like, honestly, yeah, that's like saying, like Cadbury chocolate is the same as when it's made in America and made in the UK.
Or even just Canada.
Or whatever.
It's not, it's the same product, it's not the same thing. There's whole treatises on the difference. This tail laser's gonna shoot me. Alright.
Treat yourself. Only if you attack. Just don't attack, Dave.
Yeah. Dave.
Attack while its tail's up. It's gonna counterattack with its laser.
The translation on that was so misleading.
Never.
I read attack while its tail's up, and I'm like, okay.
I never had that problem. Ever. I never understood people that did, to be honest. I was like, attack while its tail's up, it's going to counterattack with its laser. It's like, well...
Yes, those are two different messages, though.
Right.
The first part is a message that's up for, like, a second or two. And depending how fast you have the combat text, it might be slower. And you might be like, okay. Like, they're telling me now I should pop my limit breaks.
I guess it's because I had more experience with RPGs, where I was just like... It changed modes, and they're telling me about this tail laser. So that means that if I attack while it's in this mode, it's going to do some shit. But
How the fuck old were you when you played this game?
Came out in 97.
I was young.
Came out in 97, I was 14.
It was one of the last PlayStation 1?
No, PlayStation 1 game.
No, wait, Final Fantasy 9 was one of the last ones.
Final Fantasy 9 came out in 2000. Last PlayStation 1 games came out in 2001, I want to say.
Alright, what do we got left?
A lot.
The shoulder up here that I'm shooting has something somewhere.
Oh, you got it.
I see some stuff down here.
Oop.
There's some stuff in the claw hand up here. Oop,
There's some little gribbly bits we gotta get to lick up.
Gotta lick
How
them
many
up.
pieces are the claws?
A lot, actually.
Oh.
Yeah,
Why climb up when you can just back up and shoot from 1,000 miles away? Let me get out the extra long extension.
Ooh, that was a lot.
Yep.
Headlights. Head casing. Where is it? Well, I got that. Where's the ladder?
How is the cannon not clean? Do I have to shoot water right up the cannon?
Shoot water right up your cannon.
Dave, you're gonna need a longer nozzle.
I like how you managed to get that ladder just sort of freestanding there while leaning over.
What?
Look at the ladder. It's like floating in midair.
No, it's on the ground attached to the tail.
It's not on my screen.
Well, you put it somewhere then. I don't know. There we go. Law.
Great. It is freestanding. I see what Tyler's talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna screen cap this for Jim.
Jim can throw it up.
Hold on, let me get like a good angle of Dave in the background here.
I think my favorite part about this DLC is that the company that made this game had it published by Square Enix, so they got rights to use the official in-game assets.
Leg wells, claw wrists, the cannon vents and exhaust. And also the tail laser claws. Oh, there's one.
Got him. See, the secret is to never leave the ground.
Oh, I saw it.
You must have the longest extensions. Bring me your longest extensions. You can't handle my longest extensions.
You can't handle my longest extensions.
I'm just gonna badly reference that over and over again for the next 3 months. Don't mind me.
I don't know what that's a reference to, but okay.
The strongest potions thing? Have you not seen that?
Nope.
Potion seller, bring me your strongest sell me your strongest potions. I'm going into battle.
Nope.
You disappoint me, Dave. You
I'm
made
not,
me sad.
I'm not sure why you're surprised at this point.
Well, I try to have faith in you, Dave, and I am consistently let down.
Well, yeah, so I'm not sure why you're surprised at this point. Like, for fuck's sake, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
I cannot. Where's the barrel vent?
It's up here somewhere.
I think it's on the outside of the gun.
Yeah, but where's the barrel is the thing.
Where's the barrel?
Like, oh my god.
Right there. I'm shooting right at it. It's not on this gun. It's on this gun.
Did it.
Huzzah! Look at that
We
fucking
saved the day.
scorpion.
Mm. This lets me have a celebratory bite of my ramen, which is getting soggy.
As I suspected, not even a fleck of paint out of place. I couldn't ask for a better condition in which to present this to Hojo. Perhaps that smug hack needs to spend more time ensuring his specimen's combat capabilities and less turning them into macabre monstrosities. Either way, I shall relish the look on his face when I break the news.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, next time on Character Select, we're going to clean 7th Heaven.
Oh boy. I like bars.
Because apparently Don Corneo and his grunts came in and exploded all the dirt bombs.
Because that's something that mobsters
I
do.
guess. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Fed!
Hey, yo, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna really mess up this place. Get the bucket with the mud.
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a 5-minute break in this recording session because my bowels are becoming irritable.
Alright, we are cutting before that happens.
Oh, come on! I held it for that. Okay.